Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be testing out some of Antares vocal editing plugins. Ones I haven't used before. I've used Auto-Tune Pro. I've never used any of the other plugins, so I'm going to give them a try today. And also just show you a way of, if you want to record to backing tracks, if you're a rapper or a singer, or you're just doing YouTube covers and stuff like that. This is how you go about recording yourself. I'm using my phone as my webcam, actually, for the first time. I just want to show you what I'm using. So, very simple home setup. We've got the Focusrite Scarlett 2i2, which I've had now for years. I'm running that through my MacBook Pro. You don't need, this is the MacBook Pro M2. You don't need a MacBook Pro, though. You could get away with most computers. And I'm using the Shure SM7B microphone, and again, you don't need a microphone. It's so expensive. The reason I'm using this microphone in particular is because I'm in the house, and whenever I'm in the house, all my big condenser microphones, they tend to pick up a lot of background noise. This is the best microphone to use, in my opinion, when you're in a room where you've got maybe a lot of echo, you have no sound treatment, you're just in a bedroom or a living room like I am right now, and you just want to record something and put something down. Maybe it's even a finished track if you're releasing songs from home. But this is the microphone I would recommend. Let me just make me a bit smaller on the screen. Now, I've already recorded my takes. I'm just doing a little bit of a cover today. Not warm my voice up or anything, to ignore all of that. But the first thing we're going to do is, once you've, with Logic, if you're using Logic or GarageBand, you can record takes, and if you just record, press record again and record again, it'll record multiple versions of what you've sung. So if you can see here, I've just started doing it. This is my vocals completely raw. There's no processing or anything happened on them so far. But what you can see is I've gone through it and I'm picking out bits that I prefer from the free takes that I did. Are you sitting at home all alone trying to fall asleep? So that's taken a part of take 2, and now it's going to take a part of take 3. If I want to change that, all I simply do is scrub across, or if I wanted this bit here, but in this case I want that take, so I just scrub to that. Automatically Logic creates the fades for you. Yeah, you're staring a hole through your phone, praying that it rings. Yeah, you're watching a movie that you've seen 1,000 times. One number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. My bitter whiskey on the midnight rain. But everywhere I go, I see your face. And my brain dilated up everything I want to say. But I'm just going to have to zoom in on just on this little bit here, because as you can see, it kind of overlaps. So we're just going to go. Will you pick up when I call? Or just forget we loved it all? We don't have to talk. I just want to hear your voice. And now I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm down. Okay. I'm okay with that. It's all right. It doesn't sound brilliant, but that's the whole point in this test. I'm not feeling 100%. I'm sat down at a desk. I'm in a dodgy room, so none of the conditions are ideal. So what I want to see is how well can these plugins deal with the environment that I'm in, and can they actually really improve what I'm doing. So we've got the backing track, which I got from Karaoke Version. I've bought the license for that. Are you sitting at home all alone trying to fall asleep? So now we're going to get some vocal processing on the go. So here we go. I think what I want to do is probably take the parts where I'm singing the hardest. So that's generally over the chorus. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying. So the first thing we want to do is establish the key. Now I know that this song was in F sharp minor, but originally. So let me just see what we've got. The first plugin we're going to use, if you don't know what the key is, we can go to Auto key too. Click stereo. And then that's going to open up this, and then it's going to wait. So here we go. We're going to press play. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said. So it has done a fantastic job because it knows it's in F sharp minor, which I said it was, or I knew that already. But we can send that to auto tune. So then when we go into the vocal, and this is a common mistake that people make about auto-tune. People think auto-tune is just going to fix vocals willy-nilly, full stop. It's going to sound great. That's not true. It doesn't work brilliantly, I don't think, on rock vocals always, or raspy vocals. It also, if you're a bad singer, it doesn't fix a bad singer. So when people go, oh, they only sound good because of auto-tune, that's not strictly true, because auto-tune can make you sound a whole lot worse. What you're probably thinking of is things like Melodyne, which do help quite poor singers sound good. So anyway, what you do on here, you've got all your tuning knobs. So we can go back to here. Now we've got auto-tune open, and we can send that to auto-tune. So auto-tune knows now A major scale. Now, I'm a low male in that kind of range for this type of song, I think. But if you let it listen, it'll listen to the voice and it'll determine it for you. So here we go. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and I'm coming back. Okay, and then you've got graph mode as well if you wanted to really fine tune your vocals, which I haven't really played around with yet, so I'm going to leave that alone for now, and I'll do another video on that. So let's just have a listen to the vocal on its own and see what it's actually doing. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go, Okay, so the retune speed is what is going to give you that crazy auto-tune effect. So if we turn that down to 0 milliseconds. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through. So that's over the top. If we rein it all the way in, you can't hear it at all. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through. But where it was around 20, wasn't too bad. So let's just have a listen again. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. You can hear it a little bit, so you might want to pull it back, but you can also use flex tune. So this preserves the expressive vocal gestures present on the incoming signal. So a higher setting will allow more vocal expression to come through in the pitch corrected version. So we're going to just push that a little bit because that might make it sound a little bit more natural. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face, and my brain dialed up everything I want to say. So then you've got natural vibrato. So natural vibrato, as you can see when you hover over it, is just exactly that. It's cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. I think that was fine where it was. In Humanize, I think it just basically adds realism and sustained notes at high retune speed. So basically, if you've got the retune speed really high and it just sounds a bit too roboty, this will help pull some of that back. So here we go. Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain. Okay, so the vocals are sounding okay now. That's not too bad. Take a little sip. I had practice the other day, ready to play Godiva Festival this weekend, which is a pretty cool big festival in the UK. So vocals are feeling a touch. Now I'm going to be using Auto-Tune EQ. I opened this up yesterday to sort of have a little bit of a look at it. What I want to try and do is you've got a couple of ways of using this. Obviously, you can just do it all manually, and you can look for your bad frequencies. If you know nothing about EQing vocals, then there's a cool tool on here. So it's first of all, it's got Auto-Tune pitch metering in it, so it's recognizing what Auto-Tune is doing. And then what we can do is we can again use learn, and it's gonna listen to the vocal, and it's gonna try and pick out for you a starting point for you to be able to sort of mix your vocals. So let's just have a listen. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied. 'Cause I'm one number away. Sorry, just 1 second. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess. So all it's really done is scooped out the low end in this case. Let's just have a look at clean up vocal, see what that does, and then click learn. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Now that already sounds better to me. So what it's done is it hasn't really boosted much, but what it has done is it is just taken away some of this boxy kind of nasally area in my voice, which I usually always do myself. But what's quite interesting is it's actually 'cause I'm one number. So you click on number 3. It's tracking it. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, that doesn't actually sound bad at all. Yeah, so what it's doing there is it's took out a lot of the low end that's not getting used. And then it's tracking this bad frequency, which is always a bad frequency for my voice. I know that anyway. So it's found that, which is pretty cool. And it's tracking it. I think that's pretty awesome, to be fair. Okay, anyway, so I just wanted to clean that vocal up, but obviously you've got lots of other options. Enhance a bad recording, soprano clear up, alto tenor clear up, low male clean up, general. I mean, I could go into here and just go alto tenor and go in there and see how they sound, and obviously find ones that best suit your song. This is only meant to be as a guide, a starting point. If I wanted to push things on here, I still can. So 'cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. My bitter whiskey on the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face, and my brain dialed up everything I want to say. It's okay. Right, we can move on to the next part. So the next part, I want to add a little bit of compression. Again, we're just going to use some of the features that are involved in this tool just to show you the simplest way of doing it. Now, the input type is automatically at alto tenor. I think that's probably because all of these are all now connected. Now, you can either have a single compression or dual. Basically, the difference with that is you're just going to get a more almost like pop finish. This dual compressors, there's lots of different terms for it, tends to want to sort of balance things out a little bit and bring down, a lot of the sort of peaks, but then the other one will kind of make it sit a little bit nicer in the mix. Now in here you can pick alto tenor, which is what we've got. Now we can have minimal, controlled, or aggressive. Now, for a song of this nature, I'd probably say go with Controlled. And then I want a warm and full vocal. So let's go learn and see what that does. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say. But 'cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face in my brain. So you got a toggle here that allows you to press and add some warmth. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving and not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say. Let's see what that sounds like now in context with the actual music. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say. But 'cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. That's not too bad. That sounds okay. Now, I don't think we've got anything in the way of plugins with Antares that gives us vocal effects like reverb and things like that. We've got Punch, Duo, we've got harmonies, auto-tune vocal compressor, which we just used, Sound Soap, don't know what that is, not used it yet. I know there's Artist Slice now as well, which is pretty cool. We've got the Mic Mod. We'll do videos on all of these. Harmony Engine is one I've used in the past. Sibilance, there's a ton of stuff that you get with the package, but I'm quite happy with that now. The only thing I maybe want to add now is some, maybe a little bit of reverb. Let's just go into my plugins. I'm gonna have to move this out of the way because I cannot see my let's just go into reverb. Let's just use chroma verb for now for quickness, and let's just go. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say. But 'cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say. But 'cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain, but everywhere I go I see your face. And my brain dialed up everything I want to say, but I'm still one number away. And that's done everything by itself, and that's obviously not really going into a lot of detail. We've not spent much time working on that. It's just we've just gradually increased the quality of the sound. So let's just have a listen with and without. 'Cause I'm one number away from calling you. I said I was through, but I'm dying inside. Got my head in a mess. Girl, I confess, I lied when I said I'm leaving, not coming back. Might be the whiskey or the midnight rain. So it has made quite a big difference to it. And now all I need to do now is go in there and tweak around a little bit and just get it to sit perfectly within my mix. And then obviously I can do a finished song. I'm going to be doing a cover to this song. I'll make a video and stuff for it, so you'll hear the finished video. Once that's up, I'll put it in the link to it. I'll put a link to it in the description box. But yeah, that's auto-tune. That's what you get for your money. If you've got no experience using it, it's like $14.99 a month. You get all those tools included. I'll do a video on Harmony Engine because Harmony Engine is pretty cool, actually. I've used that to some really good effect in the past. But yeah, nice getting to use some of these new tools that they've brought out. Quite enjoyed how easy they were to sort of work out how to use. The layout of them is very simple. But yeah, that's why they're the leading guys in the industry at the moment. So yeah, it's all good. I quite enjoyed that. Thank you very much for watching the video. If this video has helped you decide on making a decision whether you're going to use it or not, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel. You really help me out. Thank you very much. See ya.